Hello and welcome. My name is Amanda, and today I wanted to share with you my responses for the Festive Christmas book tag. This is a book tag that was created, I think, a couple of years ago by a booktuber whose name I believe is Kate, and her channel is called Girl Reading. And it's 8 questions that are bookish and Christmas themed. So the first question is, pick a family, a fictional family you would like to spend Christmas dinner with. And I am going to pick the March family from Little Women. I think Marmee and Hannah would make just a really yummy Christmas meal. And also there's such just a strong feeling of family within that book that reminds me so much of my own family, so I think it would be really nice to spend the time with them. The second question is a bookish item you would like to receive as a gift. And for this, I'm going to say the newest Kindle Paperwhite, which has the Audible compatibility, I believe. I asked for maybe 2 years ago for Mother's Day the Kindle Fire, because at that point it was the only budget friendly item I could get, or Kindle I could get, that I was able to use as both an e-reader and have the Audible capability. I think at that point the Oasis was the next one that did, and that was super expensive. And then I want to say it was like 6 months later, it was probably like that Black Friday or Christmas, that Amazon came out with the newest Paperwhite that has the Audible capability. So I would like that over my Fire, just because I think the Paperwhite would be better to look at, and I don't need all of the other features that my Kindle Fire has because I don't use it as a tablet. I only use it as an e-reader, but I did want that Audible compatibility in case I wanted to listen to or switch back and forth. If I own the Kindle book and the Audible narration, switch back and forth with ease between those, which I do for a lot of my Kindle books also have the Audible narration. Question number 3 is a fictional character you think would make the perfect Christmas elf. And for this, I'm going with a little bit of an odd character because they wouldn't be a good Christmas elf than the happy jolly sort. They would be a good Christmas elf because of their efficiency and just drive and determination. And for this, I'm picking Britt Marie from Britt Marie Was Here by Frederick Bachman, just because she's so particular and she loves her list, and she is just on the ball and on schedule with everything. I think she would keep everybody in line, so I think she would end up being a really good Christmas elf. Question number 4 is match a book with its perfect Christmas song. And for this, I'm going to go with a book that I just recently read. It's The Greatcoat by Helen Denmore. And I am going to match it with Baby It's Cold Outside, because I feel like the two kind of main characters within it have that back and forth, I know I shouldn't do this, but it's so easy for you to convince me to do it sort of thing. So I think that's one that I would definitely go with. Question number 5 is Bah Humbug. This is a book or fictional character you've been disappointed in and should be put on the naughty list. And think should be put on the naughty list. And for this, I'm going with Claire from the Outlander series because she just has a habit of, I think, not really realizing that she is 200 years in the past, and what flew in 1950 whatever does not fly in 1750 whatever. So actually they're in 1770 something now. But she just needs to be put on the naughty list because she won't control herself, and she ends up always getting everyone in some pretty serious business. So I think she just needs a bit of a timeout, honestly. And question number 6 is the opposite of that. So it's a book or a fictional character you think deserves more love and appreciation and deserve to be put on the nice list. And for this, I'm going with an animal character from a book that I actually read last year, but the movie I believe came out this year. And that is Enzo, the dog from The Art of Racing in the Rain. I just absolutely fell in love with his character when I was listening to that book, and it hit me so hard in the heart. Just the story, because it made me think of my dog Ronan. Back at that time when I read it, we only had one dog, and so I just think he's such a good boy, and he deserves all the dog biscuits and toys for Christmas because he's definitely one for the nice list. Question number 7 is Red, Gold, and Green. It's a book cover that has a wonderfully Christmas feel to it. I have a book cover here that doesn't have any green on it, but it's both red and gold, and it's the Fiery Cross, which is the 5th book in the Outlander series by Diana Gabaldon. And it even, on that, I guess would that be like a tartan clip or something, has stags or reindeers that I feel like could potentially just be reindeers. So it's a very Christmassy feel to me. And that's what I always thought whenever I look at my books together, is that this book just reminds me of Christmas, even though it has nothing to do with Christmas. And the last question is a book or series you love so much you want everyone to find under their Christmas tree this year so they can read it and love it too. And for this, I'm going to go back to an old series that I haven't read in ages, but I would really love to reread in 2020, and that's The Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis. It's just, I was, I guess, exposed to that series back when I was in the 3rd grade. So I was probably around the age of 8 or 9. And I just fell head over heels for it. And it's such a beautiful series that I would, like I said, really love to revisit again in 2020. Also, my son is in 3rd grade and he's 8 years old. And he loves the movies, so I'm trying to convince him to read the books because that's the age I read, at least The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. So I think it's just like a beautifully magical book that a lot of people can gain a lot from. My camera didn't catch the last clip of me saying goodbye for my video, so here I am with a quick outro. I would really love to know if you completed this tag, and if so, if you have it on YouTube, please do leave a link down in the comments below, or if you just want to answer the questions in a comment, please do, and I will chat with you there until my next video. Bye!